Tahiti Pro presented by Outerknown, stop number 6 of the World Surf League Championship Tour, two-time world champ headlines the matchup. In heat number 2, current world number 3, John Florence. He's a dad now. John already getting this wave during the break, Michelle.
Wow. It's a good start. It's not a big wave, so that's the reason why he got a 5.17. But it's a good start. Like, there's not many coming, so to start with a 5 is a good backup. And we know John what John is capable of, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go out there and then get another 5 or 6, and then just wait for the bomb to come.
Another angle here below sea level. Look at this one flick.
Yeah, the first thought is I just love how he approaches this wave and the takeoff, where he doesn't grab the rail straight away. He kind of does that bottom turn up under the lip, then sets the rail, which is pretty cool. And I think that's really unique to John's sort of style and approach out here. And yeah, I love to see that. And I think we were talking about it before, Michelle, but you were saying, you know, as that tide gets higher, right? It's going to get a little bit more challenging, a little bit more inconsistent. So I like this approach of John, just trying to get a few scores on the board.
Come back right towards the end. Wow. Oh, yeah.
And just as we speak, somebody way deep in the pit out there. All right, Ethan, I saw you come in. You met up with the pit crew.
Top 5 picture, waves on the way here. We'll have Yago Dora pull up and under. Stepping on the gas a little bit to drive through for the completion. And a wrap just to finish it off, his best so far.
He still had a shot at making that final 5 situation, which, I mean, you fast forward to now, and I mean, he literally got that last spot to stay alive on tour and surf the back half of the year. So, I mean, it's pretty interesting just to see, like, obviously he had great momentum last year and was really on a roll.
A couple of lay days, and we've got some action dropping in and pulling under the hood. Indonesian Rio Waida getting a nice completion and a kick out.
And after that, I won another one, as you said before. But we can see now, like, wow, that's a good front.
Rio Waida, nice clean read on that one.
Yeah, this was the first wave of that set, so super clean face wave here. That one stayed super open for him as well, and just great technique there.
He was very patient. Now John takes off late and pulls up and under. Florence going even deeper and will come out. There's that cool style into the channel.
Yeah, here we go. We get to compare with John. So this is the next wave behind. He tucks up underneath the lip. This wave a bit bigger. You can see the lip was a little bit thicker. So I'm thinking that John's probably going to get the edge here. But yeah, beautifully read there by John, and comes flying out. And I feel like, you know, when he starts doing those kind of little claims, the tongue got stuck out as well. I feel like he's feeling it. He's excited by it. So it's good. It's a good sign. Johnny's in good nick.
A lot of different waves to backside barrel ride. What makes John so unique, Michelle?
That's a good question. If I knew the answer, I would have been like John. But I feel like just the time he spent at Pipe, like being the kid that everybody, all the uncles from Pipe, like pushing.
Starting to have a lot of fun. Yago Dora slipped on the foamy part of that wave, just a short up and out. But Rio doing a great job to put his head down. Does one stand out as the best, or do they kind of all have as much?
I feel like the first event you win, the first city event you win, is pretty much the one. Yeah, because you put so much on the board, and you feel like your whole career you have goals, and this one was one of the best to grow really fast and to spend like the whole day out there. You know, there's not many people that want to see their kids in 12-foot pipe when he was like 12 years old.
So true. John Florence is starting to really pick up the pace out here. His second scoring ride that we saw after the break, 7.67, and John still heating up, Strider.
That kind of face after he comes out of the tube, he's really loving it.
Good man, Strider. Yeah, the pure joy of being a pro surfer and loving your job today. That's John's special rhythm that he has with barrel riding. Once he gets barreled once, he can repeat it throughout the matchup. How about that technique, Flick?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was speaking about earlier. I just love that ability he has to take off. One big pump, and it's such a great read. We'll get back to that Yago. Oh, just that little bit too deep on that one. Could have see that wave had a funny little bend in it. But yeah, John just has this amazing technique.
Woman that's so welcoming. Yeah, literally brings us into her home and make sure we're having a good time and well taken care of as we see a hollow pit on the inside for the goofy footer out there, Yago Dora.
For the next 5 years, you know, so there's like 4 to go.
I think that's a fair call as we look at a nice funneling left-hand tube for Dora. A nice silky looking carve, combos it up.
Wow.
And gets out of there. He's looking for excellence.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. It's so shallow and he just hits this massive section. So, I mean, even though I said John's got this heat on lock, I mean, it's still doable in one wave for either Yago or Rio.
Back from the early stages of this event as a CT in 99 and 2000, there might have been a handful that could win. Now it's pretty stretched out on the whole tour as we look at Rio Waida. Nice pace there, cool style off the bottom. Kicks out of his second scoring ride.
A wave to get enough, you know, you can see right there, like, boom. To me, when I look at that wave, he could have been like a 7. And like, I'm pretty sure he's going to get less than that. But, you know, just to come back stronger and get a lower score for the backup. But you never know with John. John has a priority now, and he's not going to let something like more than a 7 goes.
And John will look to take this one with 10 seconds. Slams on the brakes. Beautiful stalling technique. Staying in the hollow pit the entire ride. The 2-time world champ wanting more, and he will just let go of the open face. And that is just a clinic on backhand tube riding, on how to manage your speed. Well done for Florence. Dad strength. Into the round of 16. Rio Waida and Yago Dora will be reseeded in the elimination round. Men's ER not today. Women's will be later on this afternoon.
I was just John doing John things. How much fun is it to start an event with a heat like that?
Yeah, it's so much fun. It's fun size right now too. It's kind of playful, and there's just the barrels are really perfect. It was a little slow in that heat, but yeah, I don't know. I loved it.
Now, I know you love this place. Tahiti has a special place in your heart, no doubt. What's it mean for you to come here year after year and get to do what you do best out in this lineup?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most special places on earth. You know, from everywhere, from the place we're at, the people, everything. It's such a beautiful place, and I love coming back here and being able to surf this amazing wave. And yeah, I feel very fortunate.
Well, we're all fortunate to watch you do what you do out there. What are your goals for 2024 here in Tahiti?
To win. I think the goal is always to win. Yeah, and it looks like we have a lot of good swell coming, so super excited for that. Hopefully it's like it was a few years back when it was like 10 foot nonstop.
All right, let's hope it rises to John levels out there. Congrats moving through.